Hello, beautiful souls. I'm a little late with my reading, but as I've mentioned, things have changed in my schedule, and Spirit has said that I will not be doing readings so much as a specific day, but as when the energy comes through and time allows for me to be able to bring it to you. So, thank you for joining me. Those of you that have been with me for a while, I so appreciate your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Those of you that are new and joining me here, I do hope that you find something of value. A little bit about myself. I am considered a star seed, a cosmic communicator, someone that communicates with higher beings of light. And the energy moves through me in voice, in sound, in words. When I bring a message through, I do not know a lot of times what it is that I am saying. I just speak and the words just kind of flow through me. So if you are here, there is something valuable for you here today. So I'm just going to grab my water, which is something in the energies right now. The energy is very, very high. And you may notice that you are needing much more hydration. And the reason you are needing much more hydration is because your body is healing at a really high level. And your cells require that hydration in order to talk to one another and in order to bond and to heal your body, basically. That's a better place for my water. All right. So that is part of the energy that is happening right now, is that high vibrational healing that is happening. And some of you may feel really uncomfortable. Personally, I have been having a lot of heart palpitations and things like that within the energy because it is so very, very high. And because of the high level of healing that is happening. Now you might say, well, what are you doing on here talking to me? Because you're just saying that you're healing. Yes, that's right, I am healing. And every person on this earth is healing at some level, some wound, whatever it may be. And any healer that tells you that they are completely healed are not. Let's just say that. Because it is a continuous process. As we raise and as our vibration raises, we continue to heal our body different levels at a time. Consider yourself kind of like an onion, I always say, and you're peeling back a layer. You never know what's going to be in that layer that may require healing. And of course, some woundings go so very deep within us. They go back to our childhood that you cannot just rip it back open again and expect, that is going to be healed. It is buried for a reason. It is buried because it was so painful to you at the time that you simply could not deal with it. And you had to become more mature in order for you to be able to take a look at it and to be able to understand it and to be able to discern. So realize that as you move along your healing journey, you will receive different levels of healing as you move through each healing stage. Okay, at every level you move to, there's going to be another level of healing. So when we say, oh, we're leveling up, and people are like, oh, you're so lucky. Yes, granted. But we didn't just get to move up. We had to work on our shit in order to do that. So be very aware of that on this spiritual journey, that you will move at a rate in which you are allowing and accepting the healing and the lessons that come with it. And that healing is always a deep look within ourselves. Although we mirror ourselves out and others mirror to us, ultimately it is always about the self. What can I learn in this moment? What is the divine showing me? Why am I reliving this? You are reliving this because you are ready to heal it. It's time to take out the trash. And when I say trash, I don't mean it in a bad way. We all have baggage that we hold on to, that we are comfortable with, even though it may not be good for us. We are comfortable with it, right? So we hold on to that. And in order for us to welcome in new energy, that old must release from us so that we are able to move into that higher state of being. So some of you that are on here today listening, you are moving through that healing process, and it has not been a short process. It has been an extremely long process for you, and you are really tiring of it. In fact, it feels like you are getting to the end of when the hell is something going to change. And I know this personally. I've been here. I understand the energy because I too have asked the divine, when do I get to see the rewards of everything that I've done? And Spirit always says to me, have faith. Trust that we will provide. And I want to tell you on a personal level, they do provide. But you must let go of that sense of lack, of unworthiness, of undeservedness, that sense of not opening your arms to receive, being too proud. How can the divine bring something to you that's big and wonderful if you are too proud to accept it? How indeed. So you are being asked to allow the healing and to trust that there are many wonderful things on the way, and they may not be arriving in your timing, but they surely will arrive in divine timing. Trust in the love that the Creator has for you. Trust in your destiny. Trust in your path. Trust in all of the wonderful things that you have done. Whatever that may be in your life. This is not just talking about those that are on a spiritual path, a light worker, so to speak, that we are here to do what I am doing in some form. But this is about everyone that is on that path and is very deserving. Okay, so just really trust in the divine, and that they do have a plan for you, and that you may not always be able to see around the corner, but it's there waiting. Okay, I also want to bring up what they have bringing to me as far as manifestation. I apologize. They do this to me when they're raising my vibration, when they come in, the higher beings, so that I can meet them in order to, or they can meet me in order to bring me the information. There are instant manifestations that are happening. And for some, you may think about something and all of a sudden there it is. Okay? It's in your world. Suddenly, it has been pulled out of the ethers into this 3D world. And just trust. Just trust. Don't think, what is going on? Like, am I absolutely lost my marbles, as the cheese slid off the cracker? Because it hasn't. Those of you that this is happening to are probably seeing a lot of 1111. You may be seeing other numbers as well, but 1111, they're telling me, is very prevalent. And 1111 is really about, manifestation, staying in a positive mindset, because that is what you are manifesting in your life. Because when I talk about manifestation, I'm not talking about just the wonderful things that we can manifest with our thoughts. We can also manifest very negative things with our mind in worrying about it. So be aware of that. Okay? Now, I'm going to pull a couple of different piles of cards for you here. So I'm only going to do two. I'm not doing three. It just takes far too long. I find within the reading, and far too much energy. There also may be. I'm starting with pile one here. Those of you that have chosen pile one, may be having headaches and a lot of, like, you might have twitching or things like that. My eye is twitching is why I'm saying this. So you might have things like that are happening, to you right now. So this is for pile number one, Spirit. They're also telling me with this twitching of the eye, you may also notice more clairvoyance for you, seeing things. Now, when I say seeing things, the third eye, a lot of people are right away, I'm going to see ghosts and things standing right alongside of me. That's not necessarily how seeing works. It can manifest in that way so that you literally can see spirit or other beings outside of the body, but most often they are seen within the mind, than clairvoyance. Seeing is also, you may be brought signs through seeing, like you may be brought signs through animals. That is seeing, that is part of clairvoyance. Okay? So if you're and lots fell on the floor. So let's see what we got. Oh! Don't be doing that. My whole deck went down. Okay, I'm just going to pick it up here because I don't want to. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, we have 3 cards. Two of them are 5s. One of them is called the Relics of Lemuria. And every time I see this card, it reminds me of the Avatar. If any one of you have seen the Avatar, when they went through the forest, when everything was upside down and it was just so beautiful. What this is telling me is that you are rising. You were in, like, Lemuria is part of your, star seed energy. And what I am seeing here is that you are literally rising up. Okay? This is a rise up. bringing your foundation in. Like you can see in the back here, you know, whether it be the moon or the sun or whatever it is, a reflection, which is what I was talking about, things being reflected back to us for the healing. We've also got a bird here. I talked about animal signs for you in this pile. That is showing itself as well. So let's see what else we've got here. We've got kindred spirits. This here is talking to me about manifestation. Okay. This here is about ancestral energy. All right. And then we have the spirit of spring. Once again, there's a bird. Okay, you might be finding feathers as well with seeing the birds within these cards. You might be finding there's a bird in this other one too. I'm seeing winged, just right down here in this other one, right there. So all three of them have that. So you may be finding feathers, receiving Of course, this is for a lot of people, so it's not going to be specific that you're going to see an owl, because it's not just for one person. This is for many people that watch this video. So those of you that are watching this and chose pile number 1. Oh, and there's a bird down here as well. Look at that. Just saw this one. Okay. Feathers, birds are going to be really big for you. You're going to be receiving some really powerful signs through the wings. Angels. Very, very interesting. I'm going to ask Spirit what you need to be watching for, what you need to be on guard for within here, because this is so positive in showing, your rise back to the surface and above, and with all the winged creatures. Let's see, what do they need to be aware of here? What is the challenge? Oh, we've got justice. Balance. They're saying not to get so caught up in what you believe is fairness. Okay? Because you do not know the full path. You cannot see everything. Only the divine knows that. So they're saying not to get caught up in trying to find a fair and equal solution, okay? Because the divine is the one that balances the scales. We do not, okay? And you could get caught up in that, in the fairness of something, or okay, this might not be for, okay, I'm just going to say it because this is what they're bringing to me. You may have a recall of a past life where you were treated less than fair, okay? I'm talking about different things where power maybe overtook, or you were told power, you were too powerful, and you were incarcerated, or you were persecuted, or that kind of thing within that life. Don't get caught up in that. Don't get caught up in the injustice of that, because what they're saying is that justice will always prevail, and the divine knows. Okay? So they will bring you fair justice, right? The fairness. And there's also going to be a lot of balancing of your feminine side. They just told me. You see in this card here with her, there's another feminine face right there. Okay? That she's looking at. This is coming in to balance. Here, same. We've got that reflection. Okay? So there's going to be a balancing of the scale by the universe. So something may feel unfair to you, but really it's not. It's because of other things that you do not see or have not seen or could not possibly know. So they're just really saying to trust. Trust that they have your back. Okay? So let's move on to pile number 2 and see what we get. I just need to shuffle these cards back in. Number 2, Spirit, what do we... Okay, thank you. Oh my gosh, there's 4 cards here. Okay. You guys that chose pile number 2 are, if you allow it, because you have to allow it, you have to be willing to allow it and not let fear get in the way, are going to be reunited with your tribe. And it's so interesting because I've got the path of the gods here. Okay. I've got the crystal path. I've got the gathering. And then I've got the hidden worlds. These cards are telling me that you are going to be reunited or brought information in some way through light beings, okay? Through hidden worlds. And I'm seeing all of these codings and things, okay? In these cards. And they're going to be bringing you some information that may be shocking to you. It may be information that you're like, whoa, like that's not what I thought. Take some time to absorb it is what they're saying. Don't just write it down, they're saying, so that you don't forget. Take note of it. And there will be things that are brought into your life over the next little while after receiving the visit that will help to confirm what it is that they have brought to you as far as information. It feels like it is something that goes against what you have been taught, the belief that you have been brought up in. And it's kind of a hard sell, okay, is what they're telling me. It's kind of a hard sell. And as I look at this card, it feels like they're going to bring it to you. As I look at this card here, this card is telling me that they're going to bring it to you in stages or in steps, okay? It feels like it's a council or something like that, some kind of a light council. You may have seen that I've channeled, the Council of Light. Of course, there are many different galaxies and things, but it feels like it's more of a council that you are going to, they're saying a part of. They're saying a part of. And I didn't want to say it, and they're like, no, you need to say that. That you are a part of. That you are going to be receiving guidance and leadership. So they're saying to, no matter how out there or outrageous something may seem, to write it down and allow yourself to be able to digest it and to be able to look at it from a new perspective than what you have previously seen it, because you have been seeing through your human eyes, and they are going to show you a new way of looking at it. It feels like it's going to be really a mind-blowing epiphany when the information comes through to you in the way that that you understand it, okay? When you come to terms of understanding it, okay? It's going to increase your ability to be able to receive, and it's going to open you up really? It's going to open you up to being seen. Okay? My crown is just like it's on fire. This is definitely going to be an upgrade for those of you that chose this pile. Let's see. Oh, okay then. They give me a bunch of cards again. Oh, stability. Okay, so I've got the King of Pentacles, which is all about stability. Okay, this guy represents being in control, being comfortable. I mean, look at him. Just sitting back there with his money, with his loyal friend, smiling, relaxed, enjoying life. What's that on the floor? It almost looks like a clock. Let me see. Can I see it? Focus in, Spirit. It looks like a clock to me. So something about timing or time. Okay, and then I've got 3 more cards that are in reverse. I have the King of Swords. I have the 2 of Pentacles. And I have the 4 of Pentacles. So as I look at these cards, this King of Swords is normally someone that's very clear. Clarity. What is that there? And I want to bring forward again, like, look, we've got the owl. I mentioned the owl earlier in the other one, but I said it wasn't the owl. There were so many people, it was just winged. But they're bringing you ancient wisdom. Ancient wisdom. Look at the feathers here, you guys. Ancient wisdom. And this here, being in reverse like this, is telling me that you're going to be confused. Like normally the King of Swords is very clear, wise, right? This is telling me that you are going to be confused. It is going to be mind-blowing. Okay, for you. And, you know, again, deciphering what is true and what is not. What is true and what is not. It's going to stop you in your tracks. Okay. This card here quite often talks to me about, you know, really holding on to things. And it feels to me more than holding, it's like clenched. Like this is everything I've known my whole entire life, and you are turning it upside down on me and expecting me to believe something entirely new and foreign. Okay? Because it's going to feel foreign. But the King of Pentacles is here to say, look at me. Okay? You may have someone in your life as well that is very stable like that. Okay. This, they're telling me, may also signify you moving out of this stable state of what you thought everything was and moving into this state of like, what the hell? That is unbelievable. Okay, I'm not gonna believe it. I'm gonna hang on to my shit because that's just crazy. Okay. So that is what they are bringing for you guys today. I want to thank you all for subscribing, liking, commenting on my videos. Every time there's activity on my channel, it helps me to be seen, and it also helps me to know that you do like the content. That those of you that are watching it, if you could just click the like, let me know that you watched it by doing that, or leave a comment. I read every single comment. So, and I appreciate every single comment that is on there. So I thank you guys very, very much. Lots and lots of love to each and every one of you, and have an awesome day. Mwah. Bye for now.